How is up? Hello? How is up, everyone? How goes? How is up? Up good? Up? Baba, how goes? How goes? Up is, oh, it just be doing it. Up good is ya. I'm very up for real. Let's go up. Up, yes. Pretty nice to see you. Hi guys. Happy February. Happy February. This is gonna be a good month, y'all. I can feel it. The vibrations are high. The love is high. Ooh. Alright. I forgot that there's Valentine's Day this month. Maybe that's why. But hello, llamas. Hello, Chris. Maia, hello. Throg, hello. Kayo, hello. Kitar, hello. Azu, hello. Nice to see you. Mika, my love, hello. Pompidou, hello again. JFMD, hello. Full government name. Alessa, hello. Good evening. Thank you for the 40 stream streak. Damn. Honestly, the 40 stream streaks are really funny. Or just the stream streaks in general are really cool to look at. I like them a lot. I thought maybe they would stress people out. I don't think they stress you guys out. At least it doesn't seem like it. I think you guys just are like, yippee, look at that. Up is. Hi, Bitter Lovin'. Up is risen. Hi, Throg. Monaco, hello. Thank you for the 40 stream streak, Chris. Temperature is up. Oh no. You're sick too. I hope you feel better, Rococo. Hi, Sea Lion. It's so nice to see you. Happy February. Happy February, guys. Today and yesterday beat me up. Hopefully chilling today. Yeah, hopefully. It is Sunday, so usually I feel like with Sundays, at least for me, I am the unemployed vibe, so I like Sundays because it feels like a nice reset day. Ichimaia in February. Yeah! Isn't that amazing? If I cared about them, I'd be rooting my sleep schedule constantly. About them? About who's them? I already forgot. And the club straight up streaking it. Put it away! Yes. Happy February. Oh, that's true. Then the watch streaks. Yes. I was thinking about something else. Yes. Puts it back in the box. As you should. Yeah, I like that they're really chill and it's like, if you have it, cool. If you don't have it, it's like, oh, okay. You don't, it doesn't feel punishing. You know? I like it. I like it. I like it. But yes, thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you so much. I said that yesterday. Today should be pretty chill. It shouldn't be crazy. They give you a chance to unbreak it if you miss one. I didn't know that. That's sick. That is very forgiving. Thank you for being here too. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I figured, you know, it's February. Nice way to start the month with a tarot card reading. Honestly, I feel pretty good. I kind of just wanted to start the month off right, the tarot reading, and pretty much just stream, maybe do a collective reading. I might have the vibes for maybe 1 or 2 personal readings, and then we end. Pretty simple day. I think we've done YouTube ones, we've done Ko-fi ones, so Twitch is owed for ones now. So I'll set that up when the time comes. But for now, we'll just start off with the collective reading. I'm gonna put socks on in case I dox my toes. I don't care about my hands, but my toes, that's money. Yeah, that's true. People off have already seen my hands. Careful. And to stream in here, my toes, that's money. I mean, am I wrong? Also, I need to hydrate my hands. I need to go get some lotion. Hi, Stella! Looks at Donothon reward list. Absolutely not. No amount of Donothon reward would ever let me show my feet. I would have to consider something that would make me financially free for life. What would be a good answer for that? What's a good number that's like, wow, I'm financially free and I don't have to worry about money ever again? 5K? No. You know how easily you can just waste 5k? I was thinking in at least the millions. The lowest that would do that? No, be generous. $5k in Cali? That's like getting a burger. I don't know the foot market. We're not talking about the foot market. We're thinking about life market. Oh, 2 months of rent? Oh, you're so generous. 1 month rent. Burger King foot market. The last thing you want in your... Also, by the way, completely related to how chill our conversation is right now. Because it is a very calming experience today. I have tea with me right now if you want a warm beverage of your own. Now would be a time to get it. Although, I hope you got it during the starting soon screen because my starting soon is so long. I got it. Yeah, I saw that you went and got one. Nice. I got ginger... What was it? Ginger lemon tea with some honey. Hi, Tropical! I feel like 1 mil would be nice. 3 mil? I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, ginger tea. So 1 mil per foot? 1.5 mil per foot? Ah, ohayo gozaimasu, Takasugi-san. Koe kirei kara mainichi kimasu yo. Ah! Arigatou. Hazukashii. Arigatou. Kyou wa motto shaberimasu. Thinking about how millionaire for scale is just like house owner. I know, I feel like if you were to be comfortable, you would have to go over like 5 mil. You know? I want to be able to swipe your card and to not even look at the price tag. You know? Not even sweat it. When you want to tip waiters, when you tip servers, you don't even sweat it. You're like 40%. 40%, you deserve it. You know? It's not just about like your rent, but other people, you know? Like taking care of others. Yeah. I feel like 1 mil, it would be sick, but it wouldn't last long. Yeah, I want to be able to tip and like treat people and treat my friends. I feel like 1 to 2 mil would not last me enough, but with the lifestyle that I'm currently living, I think it would last me like a decent while. But eventually it would run out. But if you invest, like, I don't want to think about that. I just want it to be there. I just want it to be, you know? Yeah, I think it would give me like half a decade to go through 1 mil. Yeah, genuinely. First you have to gotta pay off your debts. Pay off like other, like maybe your family's debt. Not like you're owed to, but I don't know. I'm sure there are some emergency situations that go on in life that you're like, oh, well, yeah, helps your peace of mind. You want to go travel. But yeah, very, very interesting things to think about. And then you realize like, wow, when 1 million is not enough, how interesting is that? Add 40k goal to Japan trip. I want to go to Japan so bad. I want to go, especially because there's that Pokemon park, the Pokemon park, Poke Park. I know that that's a thing. I think it's coming out. Oh, this month, I think. And the pictures so far look so cute. 超かわいい. 23,800 goal of ribs and treat yourself to a nice dinner. I can actually do that. I forgot how to do that though. Oh my god, I know how to do it. Okay, let's see if it works. There it is! Do you see it? Treat Maia to nice dinner. A nice succulent Chinese meal. Wait. Hiya. You beat me to it. Well, to be fair. Ribs? Where the fuck am I gonna find ribs? Me trying to think of where to find ribs? Fun! Thank you for the 10 gifts! Thank you for the 10 gift subs! Thank you! If anyone got a gift sub from Fawn, make sure to say thank you. Bro, I'm gonna be Chinese up in Texas Roadhouse. Oh shoot, it's upside down. Let me fix this. This button? This button? I think this is good. You're meeting me at a very Chinese time in my life. Okay. Hello! Oh wait, let me get my cute ring so that way I feel cute. Hello! I cut my nails. I was thinking about doing my nails for this and I was like, nah. that would take the whole morning. The entire morning. Oh! Chris! Oh my goodness. Oh my Chinese goodness. Oh, Sakurazawa picked me out. You! Hello, hello. Thank you, Chris, for the $15 donation. What the heck? Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, the boobies are just like distracting me. I can't stop looking at them. Oh, they're upside down. Not like it matters, but... Thank you so much for the $15. Fawn got the ribs, I got the sides. Bro. I couldn't stop looking at them either. That's why I use Goth Maia. They're there, but I can control my eyes. Dude, I know. I feel like they're way more controllable. Or this one, I'm like, bro. I'm no better than a man. You guys want to see something? Ugh. Sorry, don't mind my Allen wrench. Mint got me this. Isn't this cute? It's a fairy in muscat grapes. I wish I knew the artist. There's nothing on the back. But it's a really nice kind of, you can kind of see the glitter, right? Really nice texture. It's so cute. Yeah, so cute. I really like it. I have like the pegboard from IKEA, but I haven't put it up yet. So once I do, I'm gonna hang it. It's gonna be super cute. There's actually another thing that Mint got me. Yeah, it's like a postcard size. It's just a mini print. So this, guys, tell me that this isn't perfect for me. Oh my god, sorry. Had to mute. She was so loud. My middle? Kirei. Ah, arigato. It's my middle. The 50th anniversary. She's a fairy, okay. It's like purple and green, so it's like grape flavor. You know? It's like kind of pinkish green too. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, ripe age of 50. Me as hell. But I love how it's so perfectly me. And I was like, girl, I'm never gonna use this. So I feel like it's really perfect for hanging something up. Like look at that! Pink and green fairy, my middle. Like, oh god. You've got to be shitting me. Grant, thank you for the 5 gifts. What the fuck? Thank you. Arigato. Mwah! Guys, I've just remembered that there are incentives for the Donathon. Fun, thank you. Mwah! Thank you so much. Yeah. Gives you guys a handshake. Thank you so much. Two types of people, I guess. There's the kya, and then there's the car crash, glass shattered. Good lord. Yes. Welcome to Tarot Reading with Maia. For those who don't know, Holy. Don't know what that means. That could mean anything. Definitely not the second time I've seen the tower card when I split the deck in half. That could mean anything. That could mean anything. That could... Me trying to shove it, purposefully shove it away. Me... Guys, it could be great. It can literally... Tower, I like the tower, okay? The tower... Phew. The tower could... Enjoy your lunch! Yeah, that time was on the bottom, so, you know, I, like, purposely, you know, like... It's like, oh, on the bottom? Let me just, you know, so... Anyway. I feel like some of you may not know what tarot cards are, so I'm gonna explain it. I feel like it's worth explaining every time. Tarot cards are a lovely way to basically use as a tool to get through certain chapters in your life. Kind of like I'm like a conduit, and I'm like helping you get unstuck if you feel a little stuck. And you're like, you ever feel like when you are in a current chapter in your life and you're like, I don't know how to get out of this. I feel like I'm going in circles. I just need a little push, maybe a little guidance, or even just like a confirmation saying, you're doing the right thing. Do not worry. You're doing fine. You know, keep going at it. You're doing great. Things like that. It's like that. Tarot, I can't curse you. I can't hex you. I can't do things like that. It's only good vibes. And it's just for fun. It's nothing serious. However, it's something where if it resonates with you and you really feel it and you're like, wow, I feel very empowered. And it can take you a really long, like, it can take you a long way, right? It can literally help you get out of a sticky situation, like out of a toxic relationship, for example, a toxic friendship. It might give you that push that you need to stand up for yourself and get out of certain situations, to start accepting yourself, loving yourself, things like that. All that I provide are little tips and tricks and things like that. And you might notice that some of the things that I say, it's like, for example, especially when I read for individuals, you'll be like, wow, that resonated with me and that felt really good. And it's like, well, take what resonates, leave what does not. That is a very common thing that a lot of people in tarot say. Because there might be something that I say where you hear it and you're like, that is eerily accurate and scarily accurate, and so you should take it. And then sometimes I'll say something and you're like, I have no idea what she's talking about. And that's fine. Right now, it's not for you. And so you just toss it away, and that's it. I'm here to chill with ichimaia after a day of lifting and moving and working on heavy shit. Oh gosh, rest your back. Have you ever tried using what are they called? I wouldn't use like a tennis ball. Honestly, like a golf ball or a... What are those squishier, harder balls? I'm trying to think. Lacrosse ball? And like roll it against your feet. Oh my god, that's awesome. It's so awesome. O2 shift though. So yeah. I've always wanted to get into tarot cards, but I never have. Yeah, this is your sign to start getting into them. All it takes is like watching someone and you're like, what the heck? That was awesome. I kind of want to get into it. Tarot cards help a lot of my friends get a new perspective on things, helps them get out of their heads on patterns they've been stuck on. Exactly, exactly. 100%. You'd be surprised, you know, and I'm the same way. You get stuck in your ways. You're always set, not always, but for the longest time, perhaps you are stuck in a certain pattern. I think about it like being always like walking in a circle, but you really want to like get out of that roundabout. And so getting a tarot reading, because you are choosing to listen to this, right? You can always click away, but the fact that you're choosing it, I feel like you are wanting the advice or like wanting a way out of the roundabout. And hopefully by getting a new perspective, you're like, huh, I never thought about it like that before. So hopefully it helps. I will say, in the past ones that I have done, a lot of people have said, Maia, that was scary. That was scarily accurate, and I don't know how you did it. And I will never forget the one that we did together for... I forgot which one it was, but I think it was the one before my birthday a couple of years ago. And I was like, you're almost done with the project. You're so close. And your efforts will be rewarded. Things like that. And everyone in my chat was like, that's weird. And then my birthday came up, and then my community was like, well, here you go. And then they showed a project that they've been working on for months, and it was a group group cover, and they were working on it forever. And so when they were, oh shit, when I did the reading, they were like, so you scared the fuck out of us when you did that. I was like, oh, my bad. Splendid. I don't normally do cards upside down, but I kind of wanted to try it today. They normally, if they go upside down, it's because it's meant to happen. Because they just fly out of my hands and like literally flip upside down, you know? Like or they'll go sideways, and sideways have a meaning too. But for some of these, I just like, you know, as you saw. And I think at one point I just started turning them over and I didn't even realize so. I think the fact that happened is because it was supposed to happen, so I'm just gonna go with it. Also, here's the Citadel Oracle deck that I got from you guys. I believe Ray got it for me, so thank you, Ray. And these are awesome. These are so, so, so beautiful. Oh wait, here you go. So if you don't know, these are based off of Middle Earth, so Lord of the Rings type vibe. They're beautiful. They're amazing. I love them so much. Yeah, they're fantastic. I love them. If you're not even a fan of tarot, but you love D&D, if you love, I don't know, anything in relation to this, you would honestly, I think, be a huge fan of this, because you can literally create characters and world build, make worlds through this. So for example, right, you're shuffling and you're like, I want to make a character for my new D&D deck, and you'll like start shuffling, right? So there you go. You'll do, this is this character's personality, they're the sleeper, and then you keep shuffling. You're like, okay, where are they from? Where are they from? They're from the muse, and then you check in this book and it shows the class. So This shows the classes that they're in. So this one is the bottom. So this is the crowd. The largest circle, the outermost district of the city, called the crowd. People who know the value of the day's labor and the importance of family, either found family or given. Cards in the soup represent hard work and necessity as well as fulfillment and community. Things like that. Isn't that fucking cool? Yu-Gi-Oh! Shuffle! Time to do. So, if you're a fan of D&D, if you're a DM, I showed this to Ruse. I was like, bro, I think you would love this. Like, literally the only D&D person I know. I was like, I think you would love this. Because you can not only make characters, you can make your NPC, you can make the world, right? Like for your campaigns. So highly recommend this. It's made by, if you're a nerd, like look at that, they have the literal world. Isn't that beautiful? It's made by Mark Holmes, the writer and dungeon master for High Rollers D&D, if that means anything for anyone. I looked into it back when I was talking about it with a friend. And then illustrated by someone. I think it's on this. Fen Inkrite. Yeah, so it's still a tarot deck, but they created their own spin on it. So it's like an oracle deck, more like, but they make their own thing on it. It's just, I don't know, it's so fantasy. It's so fun. I love it. I love it. So when we do the reading, after we do the tarot, I'm gonna be like, all right, give me more. Just like a couple more. I think it'd be really fun. So we're going to be pulling that for the first time on stream. That'll be fun. So with that being said, in terms of the reading, like I said, hi Crit! We're going to be doing a reading for February. And this is for a collective reading. So everyone who's in here right now, whether you're watching on stream, or if you're watching the VOD, if you are called to come in here right now and listen to this, it's for you. And this is basically what we are to expect in the month of February. Yeah. So get cozy, get your drink. I am going to meditate on the cards real quick so I can focus on the collective, which is you guys. And then we'll get started. Okay. Hello, Spirit. Is there anything that you would like to tell the collective for the month of February? You're gonna I'm gonna call it. Interesting. Let me focus on the... Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Hi, Chief! There you go. That's better. So immediately we had a 5 of Cups. I'm sure you can kind of figure out what that even looks like. That means, what it feels like. They're in my face for real. I'll get one more. Can we get one more? Oh, I don't need all those. I just got like all of, I don't need all that. Can you dumb it down for me, please? I don't want all those. You'll explain them? Yeah, of course. That's what I'm here for. Back! Back! Okay, that one felt... Okay. A chariot. Okay. A lot of upside down cards. Okay. This is what we're gonna start with. Spirits has some hot tea there. Tea! Okay, so we're gonna start off with the bottom of the deck, which is the Chariot. For me personally, I like to view the bottom of the deck as kind of the overarching theme of everything. So the Chariot, and we'll start off. This is about momentum and breakthrough. So this, it seems like there's a lot of forward movement. Almost like it seems kind of busy. It seems like there's a lot of important stuff from January, almost like things that you were planning and working towards, like the things you were setting up in January. It was like, hello, results here. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Chariot time. And it's like, the inspired action momentum, it's like the waters are guiding you now to I suppose move towards your goal. I guess it's the beginning of you about to pretty much go vroom. I kind of imagine like someone on a surfboard, like, you know, when you if you've ever seen someone on a surfboard, basically where the wave is about to carry you and you have to start paddling, you know, like the momentum, right? You have to start paddling, or else if not, you're not going to go anywhere. So in January you were paddling, and so now you are like, I guess more like January, you were setting up and like waiting for that right wave, but you're getting the right, you know, waiting for the right wave, getting the right surfboard, practicing, doing all of the prep work. And so February is where you're like, oh shit, I have to start pedaling. Oh, I'm pedaling. And so the wave is coming. And so I guess during this time, maybe if it's work related, it might feel a little crazy, a little nuts. So if you feel a little overwhelmed, perhaps, I think is a good time to plan things out properly. So coming up with a strategy, business plans. If you're not really the type that has practiced things like using Google Calendar, you might need to start using Google Calendar. You know, you might get a little overwhelmed with all these things like health visits, right? Going to the hospital, balancing out all these different appointments with work, school, family. Like, you might start getting overwhelmed, right? And so doing things like that, make sure to keep yourself accountable, plan properly to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success. Because the success will ride on your focus and determination and clear intentions. Because you see on the Chariot, like this guy, it says that this is a prince that his vanity cost him his bride, but he learns from his mistakes and speeds towards victory, free of petty doubts. So pretty much all the stuff that happened in 2025, all the mistakes that you learned, all of the suffering that you learned, things like that, those are painfully meant to happen for this moment, so that way you are prepared to be successful now, right? Also, I got really distracted from the reading. I locked in really hard. You know, Hanaki, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Let me do a shout out. Hey. I hope you had a wonderful time playing Animal Crossing. Thank you so much. Elbow. Don't look. Hi, Baldy. Hello, True Mage. Tarot cards. Yeah, we're doing a tarot card reading for everyone, basically. This represents everyone that shows up for the month of February. So if you guys want to listen in, you're more than welcome to. Right now, we're currently on the Chariot, which is the very overarching theme of February. So you guys came in at a really good time. Hello, Akechi. Hello, Soleil. How's it looking? I see it. I see it, and it looks fine. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be totally fine. Another point of symbolism I think is really cool too is that the red cloak represents the power of choice and awareness. And then red obviously is very passionate desire and activity, which is really cool. Some things that you could like inner dialogue, things to reflect on, is to ask yourself, where am I headed? What propels me? What obstacles have been cleared for me? How can I claim victory? Is there potential for harm by rushing forward? So this is definitely, I would say February is a personal growth, moving forward, planning, like a very moving forward type of a month. But I would also say, from looking at these cards, it's also very emotional. And so I think it's very wise to listen what I'm about to say. So let's get started. Hi T! Hello Clover. Yankovic, hello. King, hello. Thank you for watching the end. Yeah, definitely gotta do a lot of planning this month. Who said they got a job? A new job? Congratulations, by the way. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so 5 of Cups. This is La Llorona. I get this card a lot, surprisingly. Whenever I read for people. I don't know why. This card is a sad card. I mean, you can't really go anywhere about, like, I don't know how else to word this, y'all. I feel like y'all can understand exactly what this card is about. I figured that this card was gonna come up or something very similar to this, but this is like the grief. This is the grief card. This is the sadness card, and with all of this stuff happening from last month, with, you know, I got, you know, with ice, we had to say it. What's the point in hiding it, right? With all of those things, we are sad, we are grieving, and we're scared. And so this is basically a card about mourning. La Llorona grieves the children, her dead children. But this is, there's a lot more to the story, but basically, if you look at the cups, we're looking at this card right here. I can actually put it in the middle. So basically, she's crying over the 3 cups, right, that are spilled on the floor, but she is not looking over her shoulder at the 2 cups that are still standing, right? So instead of, she's full on mourning, instead, oh my god, there's ads. I'll wait. Okay, I wait. Let's just sit here. Done? How are you done? There's still 2 more minutes. That's crazy. You're fast. Well, I'm just gonna sit here. How you guys doing? You're just watching at like 4x speed. Nazeka kokoro ga ochitsuku haishin desu. Ah! Ochitsuku. Arigatou! Kite arigatou gozaimasu. Hontou ni. Made homemade chicken tenders. Oh, homemade? Whoa. Dude, I love hot honey. I'm a fan of hot honey. Hot honey on pizza? Whoa. I just, Suddenly I have many days off this week, so I'm using them to reset my mental. Yeah! That's good. That's definitely good. It's good that you're focusing on having a mental reset. I think from what from what I'm feeling, now is a really imperative time to focus on finding ways to have like a good way to reset your mental, basically. Might need to be a specific honey. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, definitely needs to be a specific kind, especially because there's different kinds of hot to the honey. Are the ads done? Oh, it is done. Thank you for watching the ads. Do not worry, I didn't continue, but for the 20 seconds that I was talking, basically I said, hi Skewer, enjoy your sleep. Good night. Sleep well. Basically, I said that La Llorona is crying and weeping and grieving about the 3 cups. But she is forgetting about the 2 cups that are perfectly fine and standing and full right behind her. So she's forgetting and grieving. Sorry, she's grieving about the 3 cups and so hyper-focused on those 3, but she's not loving the other 2 cups that are behind her, right? Forgetting to love, only grieve, right? Forgetting about being grateful and only focusing on the bad. So while it is important to have, you know, the healthy outlets of crying and, you know, maybe going into a karaoke room and just singing your heart out, you know, finding ways that empties out your stress, right? It's also important to practice being grateful and being thankful. Like, what can I still be thankful for? And it helps you to move on, right? Obviously, time will heal wounds, even if it doesn't feel like that right now, but it really does. And the 2 cups, it eventually will be full again. And as you make your way out of this grieving period and this darkness, and it will help you rediscover this joy and connection. There'll always be a way out. And I can definitely tell that this card is, yeah, definitely pointing towards the stress and calamities that are happening right now within the world, and that we are definitely feeling the effects. Amongst many other things, right? On top of the world effects, there are also personal things that are happening in our lives that are adding to it. And it's like, how much more can I take? How much more can one person handle? And while it is important to educate yourself on the things that are happening in this world, you have to also remember that you don't have to drown yourself and completely envelop yourself in all of the things that are going on in this world, and to take a step back if you are literally drowning in sorrow. Because it's like, I keep thinking of when you're on a plane, like a crashing plane or something, and like they tell you to put on the oxygen mask. You have to make sure to put on your oxygen mask first before you help anyone else, right? How can you help anyone else if you are not helping yourself first? So please make sure during this month of February, especially, obviously, because that's what we're doing, to take care of yourself first. I know that you're really scared and hurt and hurting for others, and that shows how much empathy that you have and how much you care about others, and that's beautiful. But make sure that you take care of yourself as well, because that is also super, super, super important. Me not reading Roman numerals upside down, like that's hard to do. Never done that before. Hello, Omni. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I couldn't see if it was 100. Can't read. As they say, you can't pour from an empty cup. Exactly! Look, there's cups. And they're empty. Crazy. Be informed, but know when you know enough. Once you know the state of things and what you have to do in response, continuing to bathe in the horrors is just going to wear you down. Yeah, exactly. So, up next is the star, but it is reversed. So, we'll start off with what the star first represents, which is hope and healing. I feel like this is very on par with the Five of Cups, because the fact that it's reversed means that there's a disconnection to the hope and healing. So I don't know how to show this without getting booped. So this is the original card from Rider-Waite. So it's this person pouring to the source, right? So it's the opposite. So imagine being disconnected from the source. So disconnected from that water, right? So the star is very healing and connection to the spirit and the earthly realm, and like, you know, if I dream upon a star, they'll give me my wish and my dreams will come true and stuff. And when it's reversed, it's like a severed connection. So I feel like perhaps people are losing faith in humanity, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. People are losing faith in humanity because of all of the things that are going on right now. Therefore, they're losing faith in the divine, in the world, because it's like, how could God, or whatever you believe in, how could they do things like this? It's not fair. How could things like this happen? However, I think what the divine is telling you is that this disconnection, they're urging you to reconnect. Do not lose faith. Do not lose faith in the process, and that you should not give up, not only on yourself, but in humanity, in the world, because there are still so many good people in this world. And the fact that there are influencers, for example, and friends who normally don't speak out on these things, but suddenly they are, and people think, that's weird, why are you suddenly starting to talk about politics and things now? And it's like, this isn't about politics anymore. This is just straight up humanity. This is just human rights. This is just a way of living, right? Like, it's different. You know, people want to see change, and I think genuinely, don't give up on hope. Don't give up on people. And I think by holding on to that hope gives you that spark, that star of faith that things will get better, because it will get better. It doesn't feel like that right now. I promise you it will. And by being these beacons of light, by having this hope during this time, it is not being blind, right? You're not being blindingly positive, right? You know what's going on. You know exactly what's happening. You're not being like, la-di-da-di-da, everything's gonna be fine. That's not what you're doing. You were saying, despite it all, it's still you, right? Despite it all, things will get better because we are learning from this. We are not, like, we are not going to repeat history. You know you're not going to repeat history. And so we are going to be the type of people who will spread love and make sure that we cover our part. You know, we do our part and help any way we can. You know, you are the star, right? Obviously, I don't want you to feel like an obligation to be like a leader or anything like that, but just naturally, you guys are lifting people up just from like being yourselves and not being the people that you don't want to surround yourself with, you know? You know who I'm talking about. You know, the people that kind of zap your energy during this time. I feel like you know those types of personalities and you don't want to be that type of person. Therefore, you are earnestly avoiding to become that personality type. Rejecting doomerism. You're trying to make a safe space for your friends, for your family. So, yeah, I can understand why this is reversed. And so for the Seven of Cups, I'm gonna try really hard not to make this political, too heavily political, but it's hard not to when it's like jarringly this is like jarringly apparent. To be serious for a moment, there are more of us than there are of them. We're going to make it, and I believe that to my core. I saw how good people are when I had my fight with cancer, and no one will ever kill my hope. 100% magic. So proud of you. Thank you for the 100 biddies, by the way, Leo. Religion comes from the Latin religiar. I don't know how to say it. Which means reconnect, specifically with the sacred. Rethinking religion, how it's supposed to reconnect us seems like a good idea for the moment. Yeah. It's also like a very, at least for me, when I think of religion, it's such a triggering word. And I'm slowly unlearning that aspect of myself. Because I think a lot of people, when they think of tarot, they think, is this religious? And it's not. But I think it's also because some people, when they refer to spirit or the divine, they're also religious in the terms that they believe that spirit to them is God. So it really is just whatever people believe in. But yeah, it's like connecting with this higher thing. For me, I have a personal idea of what I think, but it's not up to me to, you know, tell people or push that on anyone. I just use cards. Hi, Astro. Welcome. Thank you, Omni. Yes. Hi, Sigil. Ima, 誰のためのタロット占いですか? みんなでタロット。Hello, Mega! Hello, hello! これはみんなのタロット。Happy Sunday, Maia Nation. Hi, Mel! Hi! How would I say collective? Is there a word? Sudan? Sudan. Does that make sense? どうですか? Hi, Soul. I appreciate you talking about stuff even if shortly. Makes at least me feel less alone, especially being one of the discriminated ethnicities. Of course. I mean, that's what... 100% that's what I'm here for. While I still have this platform, I will not be silent about these things. I still have my own rules to abide by, you know? But, you know, just to stay and keep the peace, quote unquote, and just not get super political kind of thing. I know me knowing the Korean, like Yorobun. Korean and wrong. Me mixing my Korean and Spanish and Japanese. Yeah, みんなのための Yeah みんなのためにみんなのためのタロット占いについてこう説明とご紹介です。あ、高杉さんの高杉さん will explain? Setsume desu ka? My JP and Spanish get mixed up so bad sometimes. Yeah, me too. Ah, he's making the statement that you're doing it. Ah, yeah. Minna no tame ni. I'm putting it into my vocabulary. Conjugation is really difficult. I've been learning a lot about like Japanese sentence structuring, and it's been kind of helping, but I feel like I need like a thing on the side. Like a little vocab structure on the side, like a what is it? A whiteboard. That'd be nice. Also, thank you for the hydrate. All right. Yeah, conjugation 難しい。でも頑張りました。Okay, let's continue, shall we? So the Seven of Cups, to me, I love seeing this card because it's, if you notice, I'm sure you can see, it's literally Aladdin being like, oh, which one do I pick? You know? So it's literally Aladdin being like, oh, which boobies do I touch? Which lamp do I rub? So it's veryすみません、今から英語で話します。あ、いいの？ありがとう。ごめんなさい。Practice is good for all of us. ごめんなさい。But yes, so basically the Seven of Cups is about dreaming and daydreaming, and that there's all of these different possibilities and wishes, and that you can't pick one, that you're just like, oh, I don't know which one to pick. You can speak Japanese, Korean, and English. How wonderful. Yeah, I know a little bit of Korean. I can read Hangul just a little bit. Back when I was really into K-pop. I really liked reading Korean. I feel like I can I have this thing where I can understand the languages when I hear it. But when it comes to me saying it and responding, difficult. Not having the vocabulary in my head. Spanish. ¿Dónde es la biblioteca? 여러분, 너무 보고 싶어요. Fun. Thank you, Rai. Yeah, in college, I wanted to be... If I didn't become a streamer, I would have went into linguistics. For... I think I was trying to do Korean. But... I probably would have done Japanese. Dual major? Yo. Do you know oppa? Yeah, oppa. Young. Yeah. No. Oppa shiteru. I have a lot of respect for those who can speak multiple languages. Oh, bastard. Yeah. Anyway, back to the Seven of Cups. The fact that it is reversed, right? Because initially it was like this. It being reversed means that there is some... I guess the way that they're saying it, the way that they are saying is some of the choices, right? Where you're like, there's so many choices, I don't know which one to choose. Some of them are kind of illusions. Like, they are not real. Very interesting. In Japanese, oppa has reminded me some hazakashi word. I wonder which one. Ski! Is it like on speakers? Say your truth, queen. My eardrums. 5.1 surround sound. It wouldn't be a problem if they didn't understand me, right? If you're listening on speakers. They're right there. Anyway. So I feel like these three are a set. Like these two are one thing. These three are another. So it's almost like I feel like this might be career for some people where I don't know, I kind of want to do a poll and be like, guys, I'm a little lost on this one because this doesn't, I want more. Like, Spirit, what do you mean by... Can I have any clarification on the Seven of Cups reversed? Oh! The world... sideways? Oh, okay. Me even more confused? So usually the world card is something that is like a full circle, right? If you know about the major arcana, it is about Zawarudo! It's about you know how I keep talking about chapters or cycles, right? So if you're in a chapter right now where it's like a project you're working on, it's like, oh my god, it's almost complete, like it's almost done. The world card, getting the world card, it's like you finish the cycle, it's done, you're moving on to the next chapter. And so once you have successful completion, you're reaping the rewards. It's yippee moment, right? It's like you're now ready to move on to a new journey. You're maturing. It's empowering. It's beautiful. When it's sideways, I feel like you're at a standstill. Like you, it's like so what I'm thinking is that there is an illusion that maybe a project of yours or like something of yours or maybe a destination of yours, like where you're headed, you feel like you should go in that direction, but actually it's misleading and it's like, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Because if you do, the cycle that you might complete, you might not finish your cycle and that you'll be at a pause. Not saying that you'll never complete it and you'll be stuck there forever, but it might take you a little bit longer to finish it, right? Bro, what am I doing? The eye of Akuma. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because this one, Six of Swords, this makes sense because with the Six of Swords, this is about escape, moving on, healing, right? Oh my god, this makes so much sense. This is about moving on, embarking on a new journey. Like you literally are moving on and finding peace, right? Remaining hope for the future. Trust that the worst is behind you. So if it's reversed, that means that there's difficulties in moving on and that you're staying in place. So I feel like Spirit is warning you. Spirit is warning you that there could be a delay in something, a situation of yours. There might be a project in your career or your job. Maybe something in your family is maybe holding you up from you pursuing something to continue towards maybe a goal that you have, and they're like, wait, you have to help me with this first. You have to help me with, it's like, guys, come on. And so like you really want this fancy lamp here, but it's like, I gotta push all these out of the way first, you know? There's like all these different choices, and I feel like everything is all construed and mixed up, and there's like all these different illusions of I feel like it's mixing you up and it's really hard to be clear. Yeah, just really difficult choices, it seems. It feels like there's a really big block and delay. I think with that though, Seven of Wands. This is really interesting. The Seven of Wands reversed, I feel usually this means this entire thing means that you're getting angry and defensive and hypervigilant about things that are being challenged in your life, and so you're gonna get defeated, right? You're gonna get really pissed off and peeved, and you're gonna feel like it's pointless. And so basically, you're gonna feel like really, really, really challenged this month. But the fact that I'm telling you this right now means that you can prepare for this moment, right? So Spirit is saying things like, do not do things like internalize your anger and frustration. Consider things like journaling about your feelings, having the conversation afterwards. You know, have time to calm down and then assess the situation, because your emotions, they're valid, right? They deserve to be expressed. Again, when we were talking about before, when it comes to feeling hopeless in these situations, I feel like with the addition of the problems happening in this world, now there are also things happening with you trying to move forward, and it just feels really stuck. And so you're like, I'm trying to literally mine my way through this, and I can't, and I'm feeling defeated. And so Spirit is saying to focus where you are in the present moment and not push ahead with future plans. So if you're trying to get into the next chapter really, really bad, and people are preventing you from doing so, that might be a sign, right? It might be a sign that maybe it is a pause for a reason. So use that as a sign to stay and focus where you are in the present moment and not try and push ahead with future plans. Try not to fight against the grain, against the current, and just stay where you are in the present and deal with what you have now, but do things like what I said, the meditation, and find ways to calm yourself down here and now. So like with what Maia said, and which is something that I wanted to bring up as well, February, I feel, is a very, very, very important time right now to find ways that you can relax yourself, whether that is playing a video game for yourself, hanging out with your friends, watching a comfort movie, like making a ritual of getting all cozy with your blankets and having a snack, and just finding a way to calm your soul, calm your body, because I think we might get really overwhelmed and overstimulated, and I think it's really because of all of the stuff happening right now, and you're just trying to move forward despite it all, and there's just too many challenges at this time. However, because the divine wants you to know this in advance, now on February 1st, rather than when it's hitting, I suppose, you're going to be prepared. You're going to be prepared, and you're going to be like, oh, I remember when Maia told me to chill the fuck out and relax, you know, and not do this thing that I'm about to do and like crash out and do stuff like that. And so you won't spiral out of control and have a freak out, right? I also noticed that 6 of Coins is at the bottom of the deck, which is one of my favorite cards. This is about, it's a thing about community and giving to your community, and by doing that, it'll give back tenfold kind of a card. It's a really cute card. I love that she's like, here you go, bugs. And they're like, yippee, here's more coins. It is so cute. It's about being generous and supporting your community and sharing your resources and your abilities, but also taking account of yourself too and seeing if you're spreading yourself too thin. That's also something that it is wanting you to keep track of as well. Hi, Cooley. But I definitely see from this card that I think it's highlighting the aspect of during this time, during the month of February, being in community around your friends, surrounding yourself with friends and people that you love, found family, people that love you and care for you. When you really need it, when you're feeling like Garbo, they will be the ones that you can lean on during this time. When you feel like the world is crumbling around you, your friends will be able to help you. And so that's really important to keep in mind. Spirit, do you have any other positive advice and any words to help? Oh. Okay. That one flew out. That's a monkey. Oh yeah, full moon. Yeah. I have to find my amethyst because I wanted to charge it on a full moon. So you reminded me that I need to go find it. Because when I moved, I was like, I need to remember to take it out. And I think I took it out and I don't know where I put it. Whoa. Okay. So we got these next 5 cards in terms of the advice thing that I wanted to ask. Your explanation is so impressive and explanation is funny and interesting. Thank you. Pachi pachi, arigato! Thank you. I try and talk about it in a way that doesn't seem too scary, but still really entertaining and funny. So I'm glad you think so. So, I'm glad that these were all upright, so it's easier to understand for me personally. We got the Judgment card. Let's freaking go. We got the monkey. Any Wukong fans? Don't say League of Legends. I love what did I just say? So it seems we not only get the Judgment card, but we also get the Sun card, which is, well, first of all, the Judgment card is about awakening and acceptance. So this is interesting. Interesting. So I feel like with the Judgment and the Sun, it's like if you, once you accept, because I don't know if you remember, what was the one that we were talking about? I probably should I should make more room. There you go. I have a big desk. I just need more room. If you remember the star reversed, how it was saying, when we lose faith, right? We lose faith in humanity, lose faith in the divine, in the higher. It's hard to feel connected to everything, and it feels very doomer. And so with the Judgment card, it's saying things like, once you not only release I guess it's like saying releasing judgment of yourself. You know how, I don't know, I feel like right now we would probably be really self-critical, especially during this part of our life where we're like, God, we're not going anywhere. I feel really stuck. Nothing's moving. I am a piece of shit, or like I am like crap. No, you're not. Like, if you feel like you're going one step back, you are still going in strides, 2 steps, 3 steps forward. Trust in the process. You know, release the judgment of yourself. And once you do that and accept yourself, accept the process, and that this, I guess, to surrender, forgive, and this feeling of anger maybe towards these people that are stopping you from moving forward, or maybe yourself from moving forward, whether it's in family, at work, wherever it may be. I feel like this tenseness, you know, like having your shoulders up to your ears, like that kind of feeling, that's gonna loosen up, and it'll be a lot easier to move forward and move on from the past, and it'll help you move to a brighter future, which is, I feel like, towards this Sun card, which is vitality, happiness. That's Sun God Ra, like curse of Ra / positive. And this is like insane optimism. Finally, you know, I feel like all of these cards were very like pretty like, oh gosh, there's hope, right? There it is. There it is. Blessing of Ra. Curse of Ra? How about blessing of Ra? There it is. He's here to bless. This is life. Vitality. You know, it's clarity. It's optimism. I feel like if you know how I've been talking about how it is really important now more than ever to really connect with your inner child. So when I am talking about things like finding ways to decompress and rebalance yourself when you're really stressed by playing on your 3DS, you know, playing on your GameCube, doing things like that, having your comfort show, your comfort movie, maybe something from nostalgia, like, you know, connect with your inner child. Do something that a 7-year-old you would be so happy to do. The sun is something that the sun comes out after you spend time with the darkest part of yourself, which I feel like is this. I feel like all of this, after the dark comes the sun, right? After the rain comes the sun. which I think is really gorgeous. What if drawing could be a way to connect with my inner childhood? Absolutely. Then you do it. Do something, like, make an event out of it, right? That's what I say. You go to the park, get a nice blanket, you sit under a tree, you get your speakers or maybe your headphones, you play music maybe that you used to listen to as a kid. Like, I would listen to the MCR album of the Black Parade. Maybe I'd listen to like a playlist of my favorite anime music, of like openings and endings, right? And I would just draw. That would be so fun. Wouldn't that be so sick? Make a day out of it. Make yourself some sandwiches. Bring some tea in a thermos. A nice drink. And just relax. That's healing. That's beauty. And by doing this, you like not only heal yourself or your inner child, you're also renewing your passion. And by letting yourself be open to things like this, you're also opening yourself to new opportunities, right? Career-wise. Like, imagine if you're stressed as hell all the time. You're not a very inviting person that people want to talk to all the time, right? You don't really seem like a super chill guy that people want to talk to. But if you're a very whimsy, beautiful, open-minded person that is just ready for the world, like, you attract. You bring opportunities. You're ready. So whatever cycle you're trying to finish, right? Whatever new chapter you're trying to do, that will come naturally just from you working on doing things like healing your inner child and being whimsy as fuck. Yeah, whimsy maxing. Making a damn sandwich and going to the park. We forget to treat ourselves. We forget to... It seems like something that we shouldn't do right now. It's like, do we... Like, am I really allowed to chill at a park at a time like this? Yes, you are. Hi, Jack. So, Three of Swords. I'm really interested about this card because why is this in the middle of all this? I will say that it I love you. I love you too. I feel like this is in the middle, specifically because I don't think it's gonna be smooth sailing from here, right? It's not like it's gonna be, oh, the sun, bright and sunshine, right? It's not gonna be easy. This card is about heartbreak and sadness and pain. I still think that there will be heartbreak during February. I still think it's tied to this, you know, the things of this world, maybe still things in regards to this that will still happen, but I feel like you will be prepared, like you will be aware of it this time around and you will understand. Because with this Knight of Wands, you have the right ideas. So this is about fast action and passion. She's so cute. Knight of Wands. Look how cute she is. ad break starting soon. Yeah, like wise enough now after the past experiences. So this one is about adventure, charisma, and spirit, and it's like it's giving top energy, like taking the lead. and you have confidence in yourself. Like they are exuding pure confidence, insane confidence. It's actually insane. This isn't talking about me. I don't know, girly. I think this is you, right? This is your journey, and this is you. I think you got it all wrong. You gotta change your way of thinking, right? So this one definitely is you. Right? I wanna be Knight of Wands when I grow up. I am Knight of Wands. And the more you say it, the more you like say it with your whole pussy, and you're like, I'm Knight of Wands. I can do anything I set my mind to. You know? Damn it, I have an ad. I'll stop. Time to hydrate. I wonder which arcana is the most pussy possin'? Pussy poppin'? Jack, I feel like you could answer this one for me. What do you think is the most pussy poppin' major arcana? I feel like it has to be major. Also... Y'all want one? I'm trying to think. I don't want to move my book. I feel like it's either... like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. It has to be... High Priestess. Or the Empress. Emperor don't got a pussy, but that don't matter. I feel like it stops here. Because then... Oh, that's true. The world's pretty pussy poppin' too. Damn, this is hard. I feel like all the major arcana are the epitome of pussy poppin'. Okay, maybe not all of them. Oof. You know, the Tower card, they pop pussies for sure. Yeah, they all serve some level of cunt. Damn, the world card's a pretty good answer. Because the world card is like, damn, you did it, girl. Time to rejoice. Time to slay. Time to celebrate. Recognize your efforts type shit. Hello, thank you for watching the ads. We weren't continuing the reading. We were just answering a silly question. Yeah, De La Rosa. It's basically peanut powder. I don't think it's just peanut powder, but I'm sure it's more than that. I guess for me, my answer would probably be... I guess I would say magician. Like the idea to just manifest anything that you want and that you have everything in the... like in your fingertips. So just be like... I want a new car. And I'm gonna get it. New car, bam. New house, bam. Because the amount of, like, the amount of sleigh that you have to have. First instinct was judgment. We actually have the judgment card right here. Monkey. But yes, thank you for watching the ads. Ion, thank you again for the 60-month resub. Pussy popping for real. Oh, and thank you for the stretch. Gooey, thank you for the follow. Kessohinかな? So. Ow. Have you gotten it out in one piece? I think I could, but I didn't want to. Because it would like... I think I've done it before, and I ate the whole thing in one sitting. Like in one bite. And then I got tired of it. And so I think splitting it up in little pieces makes me feel like a little squirrel. I feel like a little animal eating like a wheel of cheese, and so I feel more dainty. Do you get the spazzy squirrel like no one eat it? I'm grazing. Okay. Let's do the final couple ones and then do the these. Okay. So, like I said, Knight of Wands. A lot of adventure spirit, top energy. Oh, it literally said a rebellious flirt. Yeah. Hot-headed rebel. Yup. Yeah, I think... Yeah. Dude, I think this is basically showing... This is so cool. This... Oh my god, I'm getting chills. Guys, this is nuts. So basically it's saying there's... So, you know, Oh, this is so cool. It's like literally telling a story. So it's like, you know, still some sadness, right? Oh, some more complications, some crazy stuff happening in February, right? But you're pussy popping. You're confident. You have whimsy now. You have the strength of literally rah. You're healing your inner child. You feel so much more at peace. You're confident. You have assets with you on how to calm yourself whenever things get rough, right? You're working on yourself. Like, how fucking awesome is that? And so you are the Knight of Wands now. So this Three of Swords, this grief, the sadness, this feeling of like, I don't even know. What the fuck is this? This feels like, what is it? Like, you feel like you have to watch your back. Like, the husband breaking his promise to his wife. I think he like cheated on her or something. This is the Japanese tale of the crane wife. And so this feeling of this, you can combat it. You can overcome it because you have the power of what you learned. And the Death card, it seems scary. I guarantee you it is not, because this card means transformation. It means renewal. It means rebirth. That's fire. That is fire. That is an insane card. All of this led to this. All of that led to this. Yeah, happy fucking birthday, guys. Rebirth! Kingdom Hearts! When you walk away, you don't hear me say, happy birthday, Rebirth! Woo! Dude, that's tea. That's fire. Oh my god. Sped up 4 times. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please don't leave me. Yeah, clean that shit up. Dude, chills. Dude, death represents the ending of one way of life, a complete and irrevocable severance and rebirth. What? What phases are ending? What truths must be challenged? How can I grow? How am I transforming? What will be missed and what will be gained with this change? What the hell? So basically, does that make sense? I think that makes an insane amount of sense. That's nuts. So basically, expect challenges. How do we not, right? 2026 is going off on a crazy start this year, but with Spirit's help, with Divine's help, I would say that we are prepared. Right? We see this coming, and we know what is important to us. We know what we must do in order to be ready for this. Captain, it's only February. So keep an eye out for things that might start raising your blood pressure. Start looking for things, you know, keep an eye out for eggs. Keep an eye out for situations during your workplace or maybe within family that while you are trying to move forward in life, if they feel like it's a stop, don't do that. And you're like, what the fuck, bro? But if that's happening, it's all good. Take that as a sign and work with it. Take that as a time to take a break. Relax. Take care of yourself. Play your 3DS. Play Super Mario Galaxy. I don't know. Go to the movie theaters and watch Iron Lung. Treat yourself. Work on that Steam game list that you have piling up. Me. There are so many beautiful things to do in this world, including hanging out with your friends. But there is a huge importance in just taking care of yourself, especially this month. But just know that you are transforming, you are doing an amazing job, you're on the right path. Just make sure, like, I implore you to really, really take care of yourself this month and really focus on yourself this month. That's the main takeaway from this. Who are you doing tarot reading for? It's for everyone. Minna no tameni. But before I end the reading, we still have the really cool looking Citadel Oracle deck that I've never pulled from on stream. So I really want to pull from these. So let's do that. But before we do, I'm going to put these away. Oops. That was really fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Okay. I'm just as confused about the path, but I'm bolstered. Yeah, I think the path itself, while it's vague, right? It being a collective reading, it's different for everyone. I think the fact that for the most part, what I can see for sure is that it is not a... It's gonna be a little backed up this month. At the clinic. Good luck at the clinic. Me thinking where I was making a joke. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit silly this month. But I mean, that is to be expected, considering the climate. But we have the tools to take care of ourselves and to take care of others. But more importantly, yourself first, right? First and foremost. Fukatsu. Mattonoe 大好きです。ありがとうございます。let me see. Oimo. John by Oimo-san. Nine. We're gonna do instructional booklet. We're about to do a couple pulls from the Citadel, an Oracle deck. So this is a lot different. There are no major arcana or like the minor arcana, like I don't know, Five of Swords, the Judgement, things like that. Super pretty, super gorgeous. Gonna meditate on it real quick and then we'll start pulling. You'll see what I mean in a second. Hello, Divine. It's your boy. We'd like to get a couple Oracle cards from this lovely deck for the month of February. Anything you would like to tell us? Oh, Jesus. Y'all saw that? Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's enough slices. Okay, how did that go? 1, 2. Okay, chill. Chill, mama. I was thinking like 3. I didn't think there would be 6, but I'll take it. Slow down, Mr. Spirit. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first one, which is the Chiromancer. So the way that you read these is that there is a guide here. So you look at these, which are kind of like the chapters, or I guess these sections of the world. So see how it's kind of like Attack on Titan, where there's different classes, I guess. And so this one is called the Troop. So you look there and then you see Chiromancer 124. So then go to page 124 and then go see the reading. All right. The Chiromancer. I don't know if you can read this while I read it. It's a little difficult. Let's see if I can get closer. The Chiromancer. Gentle hands take yours. Fingers dance across your palm, seeking out lines and hidden shapes. And when you look across at the Chiromancer, there's a smile on their face. But behind it, also, the hints of a frown. Being able to read the future is both a blessing and a curse. But it is a role that the Chiromancer is prepared to fill. You have a message to deliver, or something that you've been meaning to say for a while, but it may not be a message that someone is ready to receive. Be careful about how you deliver it, and choose your timing carefully. The outcome may depend entirely on you. The Chiromancer, delivering news, collaboration. Yeah, to me it seems like for some of you, it might not be for all of you, but for some of you, it's like something is happening in your life where maybe you're at a standstill, maybe with family, or maybe at a job where things kind of suck. It's not the greatest living conditions or greatest work conditions, and you're tired of it and you don't want to take it anymore. We're not gonna take it, you know what I mean? And so you want to speak out. Finally, you finally want to say something that needs to be said, because if not who? If not you, then who? It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this one. So it's something that you've been meaning to say, but it's a message that they're not ready to receive. So you have to be careful with your words, and that you have to choose the timing carefully, because the outcome depends on you. So you can't just, like, you know, start lashing out on them and go absolutely nuts on them. You have to be gentle, empathetic. Think about the timing, right? Maybe now is not the time, but maybe you start to think about how you approach this situation. Start preparing. You'll know when the time is. You'll know when the time is right. But I wonder if this resonates with anyone. I know it resonates with at least 2 people. Next, we have the gambler. Any gotcha addicts? 92. Gambler. Loss. Risks. Hey! Kyle. What? You called? Snake chat. So, the gambler. Dice rattle in cups. Voices shout in celebration or disappointment as the cards are revealed. The air is thick and smoky, and all around you, coins are exchanged in ever-growing accounts. The victorious rejoice. Sorry, I paused because I started thinking about Nickelodeon. And the unlucky grasp desperately for just a glimmer of success. One figure sits hunched at a table, patting their pockets for one last coin, a final trinket, something to gamble away in search for the fortune that must surely be waiting in the next hand. The gambler keeps coming back, convinced that things will eventually turn in their favor. Repetition does not necessarily mean success. However, and for the gambler, it means losing everything. Whatever obstacle you keep encountering, doing the same thing over and over again clearly isn't working. Stop gambling on the hope that things will change. Instead, change your habits or your approach if you want to make any progress. Ooh. Oh. 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 Ooh. But the 50-50 though. Oh, okay. Ooh. That resonated a little too hard. Enough. I feel called out. Okay, Spirit. Alright. So for any clarification for those who just started thinking about Hu Tao and forgot what I was talking about, basically it is saying that you might feel like you're going in circles, right? When we're talking about chapters in life, you keep going in circles because you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's not how it works. Repetition does not necessarily mean success. So you're basically gambling because you're gambling on the hope that things will change. So you change your habits and the approach if you want to make any progress. So, for example, if you want to make any progress and change, start with yourself, right? Start using that Google Calendar, girly. Those habits that you're trying to establish, like even just starting small, like having that face care routine every night and day, and journaling every night. You start that repetition, you're like, oh yeah, I got this, I got this. Working on yourself. The change starts with you. Gambler. Next, we have the guide. 72. I feel like every time I do these ones, they hurt. What was the question? I don't think there was a question. I'm decompressing. If you want to decompress, just decompress. You can come back to this later. You don't have to be here right now. Go away. I want to be here. Go eat some soup. I wish I had soup. I don't know what question I had. There are no questions for these at all. This is just what advice the Divine has for February, and I feel like this is kind of just individually calling out multitude of personalities of people with each card. I feel like Spirit was like, all right, next person. It's so silly. Okay, so we have the guide. We're doing this one right now. It says inheritance correction. Beneath the thundering echo of a waterfall, a bell rings, clear and compelling, commanding the attention of all close enough to hear. Almost without thinking, you feel your feet turn you towards the waters and the figure beneath. The guide has inherited the position, and the path they walk has been predetermined. It is their role to correct the mistakes made by their predecessor and set things to their rights. You're in a situation that isn't ideal, but it's up to you to make the most of it. Interesting. We kind of talked about that. Holding a grudge against what led you here won't achieve anything. Interesting. It's time to accept the cards you've been dealt. Once you're on the other side of this, you'll be better placed to reflect on what you've learned from the experience. But for now, it's time to put some hard work and push through. Damn. Okay. Yeah, this is basically the reading that we had. Talking about basically that whatever situation you have where you're stuck in that position, you know, where you can't move forward, it's not ideal, it's not the best, but accept the cards that you've been dealt. And that once you're on the other side of this, you can reflect and then you learn from the experience, right? So you basically level up. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Thank you. Let me do that real quick. Oh. Hello, Lone Wolf. Thank you for coming. I'm doing fantastic. How are you? It was really fun. We're just doing some tarot card readings. We're at the last 3 of the Oracle deck. You're more than welcome to join us. So we're going to do the storyteller next. 140. Okay. You've been relaxing? That's awesome! As you should. That's good. Okay. Storyteller. Children gather on the far side of the square, their attention glued to a wooden box, a white sheet, and a lantern. Behind it, hidden hands transform into... oh, beasts. I thought it said breasts. And people made of shadows, telling stories both old and new that have this that have the children laughing and cheering equally. The storyteller is the conqueror of this magic, the ringmaster of this show, in control of every character and every line. The most important story in your life is your own, but you are just one story in a tapestry of thousands. It's important to respect the tales of others around you too. Rather than forcing people to conform to the role you think they should play in your story, learn to communicate and see things from their point of view too. Not only should this improve how you perceive others, it will help you build better, more solid relationships. I like this one. So this one is interesting because it's talking about perspectives, right? I like the line where it says, "You are one story in a tapestry of thousands. So it's important to respect the tales of others around you too, rather than forcing people to conform to the role you think they should play in your story. Learn to communicate and see things from their point of view too." So I feel like sometimes the way that we grow up, we develop ego, right? Everyone does. And so we perceive people, when we perceive people, we think, oh, they are this shape, this thing that we form them as in our story, right? The shadow. But what about how they perceive themselves? You know, they have their own perspective on themselves. And it's worth taking a look at the way they see themselves and listening to them. And you might learn something. You learn a lot of empathy, become a lot more open-minded. I think if Batman was real, he would love you as his therapist. I would love to talk to Batman. It reminds me specifically of, I guess another personal thing of mine. With my mom, I've gone my whole life really not liking her. Like, I despised her because, I don't know, many reasons. I was just such a rebellious kid. And there are a lot of valid reasons as to why I didn't like her. And when you get older, you start to just chill out. And within the past couple of years, I saw my aunt, who is her sister, you know, on my mom's side, right? Just for clarification. And so my mom doesn't really talk a lot about herself. And so my aunt actually told me their backstory, you know, how they grew up and what they went through as minorities, as those who came to America like, what is it? First, like they went from another country to America and they had to grow up like that without their parents and deal with that, right? And my mom never tells me these stories and how hard it was. Yeah, first generation, thank you. My mom never tells me these things and how hard it was, because for her, it is not a prideful story or a lovely story to tell. It is shameful. But to me, I wish she told me. I would love for her to tell me, because to me, it shows how strong she is, how much she went through. But she would never tell me. And so by, my aunt telling me, it gave me a really huge appreciation for my mom. And I've definitely grown to be more gentle with my mom. Yeah, adds a new perspective, right? And I love that quote that people say where your parents, it's their first time being a parent too. It's their first time on this earth too. It's their first time growing up too. And so it makes you realize, like, yeah, they don't know what they're doing too. So try and be gentle with them as well. Like they're learning, they're growing. Of course, with a grain of salt, there's obviously some situations, but specifically in this case. And so I've learned to be a lot more gentle with my mom. And I've been a lot more respectful towards her and care a lot more about her. And I don't paint her as a villain in my eyes the way that I used to. And now I just want to take care of her. And make sure that she's taken care of, right? Just want to make sure that she's okay. So things like that. Whereas, I don't know, if you told me the way that I think now, if you told maybe like 16-year-old me, oh my god, I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? There is no way you think that way, Yeah. When you're younger, and especially when you only know certain parts of a person, that's all of them to you and what they represent. But I always try and think that while first impressions are important, I also understand that it doesn't represent someone, and that someone can just have a bad day, and there's so much more to a person than what meets the eye and initial interactions. Is it crazy to think that me having ADHD and social anxiety, I feel stuck at the starting line, knowing that I need to go forward, but I can't? While I'm not diagnosed, there are signs, but I am diagnosed with anxiety, but I just exposure therapied myself into having significantly less. It takes a lot of work, like what Chris said, but you can go forward, and you will. Yeah, we all start from somewhere. But just the fact that you want to move forward and that you want to interact with people, I think is an amazing start. And that will propel you, Resi Orange, thank you for the redirect on YouTube. Hello. I'm Maia. I'm a Hummingbird Fairy VTuber. We're doing a couple Oracle readings right now. We're on the last two, so you guys are more than welcome to listen to these if you would like. But after that, I'm probably gonna head off and relax for the rest of the day. But thank you so much for the support. I hope you had a great stream. Thank you for the support. I am a multi-streamer, so I am streaming on Twitch as well. If you guys want to check me out on there, it's in the description below. But thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I needed that one. Of course. Anytime. Alright. Let's move on to the last two. So we have the Smith. Oh, is this a line? Oh, it is. 110. Okay. Dude, this one's sick. Hephaestus. The cold glow heat of the forge is a sharp contrast to the cold of the streets outside. And the gloom of the smirky smithy. Smirky? Am I okay? A hammer strikes iron. Something new and beautiful is created beneath a shower of sparks. There is a rhythm to the hammer and anvil. And in their work, the smith can turn their mind away from the rest of the world and focus solely on the task at hand. They know the value of working out a plan of action before heating the metal, but they also know that overthinking it will not benefit them. The time to strike is when the iron is hot. Hi, Phoebe! Thank you for the raid! Hello, my fellow fairy. Winnie Pooh's home! No way. Happy Donothon. I'm so excited for your tarot readings. Thank you, my love. I know, run Derby. I'm expecting Winnie the Pooh as an Uma. I need to see this. What does this look like? I need to know. Nightmare fuel. Hey, don't say that. Oh, this is the one with baseball. This is the baseball one. I've heard about this one. How many times did she scream? Oh my god, I just got jump scared by Winnie the Pooh's face. It just came across the screen. Why would he do that? Have fun? Ugh, well, I'll try. Winnie the Pooh is one of my favorite Disney characters. But thank you so much. If you're new here, hello! I'm Maia. I'm a Hummingbird Fairy VTuber. I am currently doing tarot reading today. We did a collective reading for the month of February. It was really, really awesome. I'm really surprised at how it all came together. So you're more than welcome to look back at it. I also am a multi-streamer, just like Phoebe, on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, I will have timestamps on YouTube for this tarot reading later on once I'm done streaming. So if you want to check that out and listen to it, you're more than welcome to. We are doing the last two for the Oracle readings, which are a little different. I'm reading the Smith right now and the Botanist later. This is really cute. So we're going to be doing that. Yeah, these are collective readings, so it's basically me channeling everyone's energy, from basically everyone who passes by. So that includes you guys, from those who came into the raid. That is everyone who's in my community. Basically, if this resonates with you and you feel like you're like, wow, she's calling me out, then you can take the information. If you're like, I have no idea what she's talking about, then discard it and move on with your day. Sometimes I do personal readings. Today, my throat is a little sore still from recovering from sickness, so I will not be doing tarot readings, personal tarot readings today. Probably sometime this month, I'll do some. But for now, we will just end with these two. So I'm gonna restart and finish reading The Smith. If y'all who came from the raid want to listen in. But thank you again, Phoebe. Make sure to rest and do some after-stream care. I care you so much. From my side, if y'all don't follow Phoebe, please, please, please make sure to go follow. And please listen to her album that came out, Rebloom. I love it so much. I love Phoebe. My fellow fairy. I love green and pink. So cute. I'm placing my hand on the trackpad to send the vibes for the reading. Thank you! Yoki. So cute. Also, Jacob, welcome to the stream. Welcome on YouTube. Alright, let us reread The Smith. Every time I see it, I keep thinking of Festus. The cold glow of heat of the forge is sharp contrast to the cold of the streets outside. In the gloom of the smithy, a hammer strikes iron. Something new and beautiful is created beneath a shower of sparks. There is a rhythm to the hammer and anvil, and in their work, the smith can turn their mind away from the rest of the world and focus solely on the task at hand. They know the value of working out a plan and action before heating the metal, but they also know that overthinking it will not benefit them. The time to strike is when the iron is hot. There is something on your mind that you've been planning for a long time, and though it may be easier to keep putting it off, the time for action is here. By continuing to overthink things, you're going to miss your opportunity. Seize the day and get to it. You'll feel so much lighter afterwards. I feel like this one is the opposite of this one. Or maybe not the opposite. I would say this is the lead up to this one of when you know that the time is right. Iron hot strike! Because basically, for those who weren't here, this one was if you deliver the news and what you're trying to say wrong, you might fuck up. But this one is about overthinking and taking action. Yeah. Judo chop. Yeah, I feel like this one, I mean, I am a chronic overthinker and something that I am genuinely trying to stop doing. And it's been doing so well. I don't know how I stopped, to be honest, but I feel like the fact that I don't know means that it's working because I'm not thinking about how I did it. I just did it. I just said, I'm tired of overthinking, so I'm gonna not do it anymore. And I just removed it. Maybe the environment change helped. Oh yeah, for sure. It definitely contributes to the one where it says, which one? The going in circles kind of thing, right? I feel like going in circles is such an overthinking mindset, right? When you're overthinking, you keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. You're just like, but what if it is this? And then what if you do this? And it's like, shut the fuck up. There was something that a friend of mine said. I had a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in forever. And I finally caught up with her, and it was so beautiful. And so, but you know, we haven't caught up in a while. And so I was talking to her, and I was like, yeah, I haven't done this and this and this. And I'm so sorry that I haven't done this because blah, blah, blah. And this. And she's like, oh, girl, you don't have to explain anything to me. Like, you don't have to explain anything. I was like, oh, you're right. And I kind of like sat there and I was like, why do I explain myself so much? And I noticed, like, I feel like overthinkers, we try to explain ourselves a lot and over-explain ourselves because we're trying to justify, you know, by verbally explaining and kind of mapping it out, right? And I do it all the time. I do it on stream. I'm telling you guys, like, explaining my migraine situations, talking about living situations, like why I'm absent, when I don't need to say it, but I say it. And while I'm sure it's nice sometimes, like, I genuinely talk less, girl. But it's a process, right? It's something that you eventually stop doing because you get confident in yourself enough to where, like, there are some things that you can say and some things that you don't have to say so much, you know? No, like, there's a difference between saying, like, being yourself and talking about things that need to be said versus continuously saying them over and over again. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? Where you've been in conversations where, like, a friend says the same thing and continues to say the same thing, and it's like, I heard that already. But they just keep saying it because it's like they need to keep saying it to keep validating themselves, right? And so I will say that for example, with migraine things, because I keep trying to be like, is it okay that I keep taking breaks because of my migraines? And it's like, girl, it's always been okay, so you don't need to explain yourself, right? So over time, you learn you don't need to over-explain. You just can say it maybe once, how it is. Yeah. I think it's also hard too because people join in and they're like, hey, what did I miss? And I'm like, well, I gotta say it again. So there's that aspect too, which is kind of difficult. I think it's a little confusing for streamers. Yeah. But yeah, with what Resolve said, it's a little confusing. But I noticed it when I started doing that, or I noticed it when we're not in a streaming situation, when I started doing it, and I was like, shit, I'm doing this in real life. Hi, Donger! For me, it's also a sense of obligation, whether necessary or not. What is a sense of obligation? Like, to explain yourself? You're responding more to future hypotheticals than the person right in front of you. Yeah, it's like you are continuously talking about the what ifs. And it's like, girl, there are so many what ifs. You don't have to drown yourself in all of these what if situations when they haven't even happened. If they would even happen. I'm snoozing the ad break. I'm not doing that right now. So you feel obligated to explain yourself, I guess, Donger? I guess that's how I felt too. The only reason why I realized that I don't feel obligated is literally the moment my friend said, "You don't have to explain yourself." And I was like, what? I don't? And then I sat back and I was like, oh my god, I don't. I felt like such a weight lifted off of my shoulders. Like, oh my god, I don't have to explain myself. And I feel like that also really bleeds into the overthinking thing. Because, yeah, it's... overthinking, you're so stuck in thinking about future stuff or past stuff, but you're not thinking about the present. And that's what's really important, right? Like with what Resolve said. And now more than ever, I really value that. And so I want to stop overthinking as much as possible. And I think that I want it so badly to, because time is so precious, that it made me want to eliminate overthinking as much as possible. The feeling of having to explain your absence or explain stuff to people supporting you because they're giving you money. Yeah, like feeling the need to be transparent, but it's obsessive and it seems really negative. But at first it feels like, you know, I'm doing due diligence by explaining myself. And while it is true to an extent, it's not the best behavior, you know? Because you feel like you're doing a right thing, so you're justifying it in your head. But with the right quantity, like with the right amount, you can just update them like once. You can do like one post, or like, I don't know, like one saying in the beginning of stream. Some people, some VTubers, they don't even say anything when they come back after a 1 month hiatus. They're like, hey guys, I'm back. They don't even say why, like where they went. They don't explain anything. And people are chill. They're like, alright, fuck yeah. They're just happy to see their streamer. It definitely is a trade-off because there's like a disconnect in like, you don't have as much quote-unquote personal but I guess it's what you choose to have with your viewers. But hello, Bobagan. I hope you had a great time with Arknights and Field. Hello, hello. If you need to get any rest, also sorry, I don't know why they're not showing on screen, but thank you so much. If you need some after stream care, please make sure to take care of yourself. You're playing League? Then what? Why did it shout out Kyle? Okay, I hope you had a fun time playing League of Legends. What the heck? That was weird. You're sore from the workout? Oh yeah, no worries. That was odd. Yeah, get lots of rest after after laning. 07. Thank you, Boba. Anyway, I think it just, at the end of the day, it really depends on what the streamer wants to curate for their experience, relationship between streamer and viewer. And then it comes down to discipline. Like, for example, if you're like mad keyfabe and you're like I don't know, one, I'm a puppy, and then you're gone for like a month and you're like, One, I'm back. Sorry, I was at the vet. I had a lot of vet appointments. One. Hello, choking on tacos. Thank you for the boba raid, right? Boba? Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Yeah, boba. Yeah. I want to choke on boobs. I forgot why we were talking about this. Oh yeah, overthinking. Whatever. Fuck it, bro. I honestly love the max keyfade VTubers when I want to turn my brain off and relax. Yes. Like, you know, for me, I make you guys think almost a little too hard sometimes, right? And sometimes people, they don't want that, and that's valid. My current goal is that I want to be in the middle where people get to be insightful, right? Where they want to become better, right? They want to become better people, but it's not like, oh god, at the end of the day, oh, I'm stressed because now I have to get a learning lesson from Maia, right? I don't want them to be that stressed. It's like a healthy dose. And I think for me personally, that just comes down to how I present myself. And it's a learning process, working in progress. But as long as I'm having fun along the way, I think naturally I'm gonna get there. Honestly, being able to unwind and listen to an actually emotionally intelligent and insightful VTuber is pretty rad. So me? +2! Thank you for the hydrate. Why didn't Magic Sword King respond after that? Hello? Where did they go? They didn't even put a +2. I enjoy the fail girl as much as the next guy, but variety is great. I had a disassociative episode. This is why I come here. You contain multitudes. You're so insightful, and you're dumb as fuck. Exactly. Oh my god, thanks. You get the best of both worlds. When you walk away, you don't hear me say. Oh, the ads. Oh, thank you for watching the ads. Anyway, shall we read the last card? Guys, you gotta sub. She's being crazier behind the ads. That's what I'm saying. I think the ads are done, actually. $88. Yeah, we have one more. I just got distracted. Okay, we have one more. It's called The Botanist. Parenthood. Legacy. Damn, someone forgot it on? Okay. Didn't want to say so soon, but... Okay, here we go. Beneath the thick... thick. Beneath the thick glass panes. Fuck. Beneath the thick glass panes of the greenhouse, sounds of the outside world are muted. Shut the fuck up. Humidity hangs in the air in a heavy veil of mist, and all around you are plants, vibrant green leaves, exotic flowers, and pungent herbs, growing their steady, secret lives. Deep in the heart of this jungle, the botanist inhales the aroma of fresh earth and presses a seed into its depths, ready to see what life will lead. The botanist is a parent, a nurturer, a giver of life. By providing the right environment, they bring everything, intentions, material gains, even people, into fruition. What you do now creates a legacy for those who come after you. Take what you have learned from the botanist before you and become the next to embrace that role. This card is for you and for those who have nurtured you into who you are today. Damn. Actually, I think that was for me. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was for me. It literally said that was for you. But I think that was saying that was for me, and that represents the people that came before me, and it's now me passing my seed to you. Do you want it? Not on stream. Dude, I need your seed. That is crazy. I just realized Maia sounds like one of those storybook style narrators. Yeah. Do I have a choice? No. Why would she say it like that? Sharing your seed with the homies, as you do. Yeah, as one does. Yeah, this feels like it's really me core. I like it. So basically, for those... Honestly, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm the type of person that when I read things, or if I hear someone reading something, I'm like, can you say it again? Because I don't understand what you're saying the first time, so I need you to paraphrase. So... basically, they're saying that the botanist, this card, is that they're a very nurturing type of a person. And so with their intentions, with the right environment, they bring intentions and material gains and people into fruition. So my mission and the things that I do create a legacy for those who come after me. So like what I'm doing now is that I want to create a safe space and teach you guys on how to reignite your inner child and remember how that feels. Reignite your whimsy, right? And by doing this, you not only are you inspire other people, because naturally other people will see that whimsy and they'll be like, wow, that's fun, and then they'll do that, right? And so you're literally spreading this virus of positivity, things like that. And so that is my role as a botanist. So this card is for me and for those who have nurtured me into who I am today. So the people who have made me the whimsy person that I am today, right? But also, this card represents you. You as a botanist yourself, because you are teaching people how to become whimsy, and you're teaching people how to become better people the way that you do. Your original way. It's a very nice card. The hands. It's like all for one and you're all might. What an honor. It's perfect for you. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, they're gold trimmed. Isn't it great? There's a special edition, or like on the sides. I think it's red foil on the side. So super cool. But yeah. For those who came in maybe like towards the middle during the oracle card reading, you might not have heard me say, but this is an oracle deck that's inspired by Middle Earth. So Tolkien vibes. Very cool. Haven't seen you since last year, Maia. Aww. Mods. Yes, queen. Twister's balls. You don't even get the blessing for the mods to touch your balls. I was gonna say that. I think you would like it. So no. Anyway, that was the tarot reading for this month. I hope you guys liked it. Ooh, damn. Also, there's some red too in this deck. Isn't that hot? Like, what the fuck? The painter, productivity, creation. Like, damn. I think this is gonna help a nice bit this month. I feel like the tarot reading in particular, that one, I feel like you will not understand, you know, like it'll feel like what is she talking about? Like it's gonna be hard. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. And then maybe by like 2/3 of this month, you're gonna be like, oh fuck. But as long as you remember what I said, Spirit said, and staying grounded. God, these are so cool. I could stare at these forever. And finding ways to relax. Yeah, just keeping yourself grounded. You'll be fine. And that's what I meant by in the beginning of the reading, like, so what's it look like, boss? And all I said was, it looks rough, but I think you guys will be fine. Like, you'll be fine as long as you listen to what it says, right? You take really good care of your cuticles. Dude, normally I don't, because normally they're all pulled up and like all dry because they're super dry all the time. But I'm really trying to moisturize a bunch, so I just have this gigantic tub of moisturizing cream to the right of my desk, because I wash my hands so much. And so after every time, I don't know if you can see, but I'm like really dry. It was even worse last month. You can see here, I have like literal scarring. It was so bad. And so I've been trying to fix it. So yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Jack, thank you for the follow. Yeah, my hands were... Prowler. My hands were cracking so bad that they hurt every time I moved them. Voila. Akalon, welcome. But yeah, thanks for hanging out and entertaining me and listening to the tarot card reading. Again, I definitely want to do another one this month. Not a collective reading, but I want to do a personal one. I think that would be really nice. Personal for... I believe we did ones for YouTube and then Ko-fi, so this time let's do ones for Twitch. Have a good night, Leo! But that'll probably be more towards the second half of February, so I can rest my voice a little bit. Whoa. I'm just shuffling so I could see more cards, honestly. These are so cool. Gothbala. Okay. Let me put them inside. Magnetic. In terms of tomorrow's stream, I'm trying to think of when I want days off. It's around day 4 of the week. Where can I get the Oracle deck from? You can get them on Amazon, but if you want the special edition, I saw that they have them still. I don't know if you're interested, because they have the one with the fancy foil, which is really cool. And if you're into D&D, it might be worth it for you. Let me see. Oh, the keyboard. Thank you. I guess I can show you guys while I type. Wait, I don't know how to... There you go. So this one, this is the special edition. It still comes with the cards. The difference with these cards is that they're crimson sprayed on the edges, like what I said. So they're red on the side of the cards, so they're slightly different. It comes with this thing called the Spy Master's Gambit, which is a tabletop campaign. So if you're a D&D ho, you might like it. This is another look on what everything looks like. So the thing in the top middle, as you can see, is the one that I have. But if you get the special edition, you get all of these things. So if you're really a type of person that enjoys things like this, something to consider. It's a special limited edition, so it seems like there are still quite a lot left, like 800 left. But if you really just want the cards, they're on Amazon. They're called Citadel Oracle deck. Yeah, they're really cool collectibles. It looks so clean. I think it's worth getting IMO if you're the type of person that does D&D and it's something that you would genuinely want to do with your friends. I think it would be a wonderful gift, personally. I think it'd be really nice to gift to someone who maybe is a DM or really likes tabletop games to play with friends. Really nice. But yes, it's honestly so gorgeous. I love the cards. I think they're really cute. Because like I said, you could, sorry, I had to burp. You can design characters, you can world build with them, and I think that's really cool. So anyway, that is it for today's stream. I really hope that you guys had a good time. I wanted to poke about the tarot card from yesterday. Oh yeah, what's up? I actually wrote it down so I remember which one you got. Temperance. I hear my cat outside. Oh yeah, I can send it to you. Let me actually do it right now before I forget. And you said that you joined the Discord. There you are. Name is Poggers. Oh wait, I don't have it on the desktop. Okay, I'll send it after stream. But I have it right here in front of me so I can remind myself. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send it. Thank you for the stream, Miss Maia. Of course! You could have an in-game oracle handing out these cards to players, which could be used during sessions in some way. Yeah, that would be even cooler. God, there's so many ways to go about the deck. It's really cool. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you learned a lot. I hope it was insightful. Again, if it resonated, keep it with you during this month. And if you have no idea what I was talking about and you're like, this makes no sense to me, then discard it and go about the rest of your day. But I had so much fun hanging out with you guys. It was really fun yapping and talking about simple and clean. It was very funny. Very silly and funny today. I should stream tomorrow. Same time. I should. Should play some... I think we'll play Silk Song. I'm trying to think of what else I would want to play, but I just really want to progress more in the story because everyone else is finishing Silk Song except me, and I just want to... We must move forward. we must move forward. Like, no one is... Everyone who was playing Silk Song on release, like, they're not playing it anymore because they finished it already. So I can do it. I want to do it, and I can do it, and I want to do it, and we're gonna do it. So we must. Yeah. Go for it, queen. Yeah. All right. So we'll do that tomorrow. Probably around... Should be 2 p.m. Oh my god, did you guys notice? I didn't crash today. Stream didn't crash. Fuck it up. Well, we didn't have a game up. But we didn't crash. Let's go. I did the DDU again for a second time. I was thinking maybe there's just a poor install. Perhaps. It could have been anything. Let's pray it's right. If not, I shan't think about it. I really hope I don't have to get a new something. I really don't. I don't want to think about it. I do not see. I pretend I do not see. Anyways, let's go look for someone to raid. But in the meantime, thank you so much for all the follows today. Thank you for the subs, gift subs, and resubs. Thank you for the bitty donos. Thank you for the subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for buying me dinner. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for treating me. Thank you for making me feel so special and loved and cared for. Succulent Chinese ribs. Oh, I'm glad, Chris. Whoa, is Mint still streaming on YouTube? Nope. Wait. Yes. Is she? No. Yes? Yeah? Get her ass. Burnt bread. Okay, so YouTube side, we're gonna raid Mint Mai. Bro, finally. We never get to raid Mint anymore. Okay, so we're gonna redirect to Mint. Obviously, on the YouTube side, here, let me see. I would highly encourage y'all on the Twitch side to go onto the YouTube just to raid. I would really appreciate it. YouTube is weird with raids, so just send a tulip. Just send a little tulip and say hello. And then we're gonna raid Elvira on Twitch. But we'll start with YouTube. Okay. Goodbye, YouTube. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just do both at the same time. Y'all can handle it, right? Yeah! Thank you for the raid message! Thank Thank you much for inviting. Otsumaya. See you tomorrow. Yeah, you guys got this, right? Bye. Otsumaya.